Hello everybody, I'm Ross Fletcher with your CenturyLink scouting report. Seattle Sounders FC at home to Colorado Rapids. The Sounders 2-1-1 coming off a great defensive display at DC United. Colorado 3-2-0 under new head coach Oscar Pareja. If selected, here are 3 Colorado players to watch. Jeff Larentowicz, a feisty midfielder in his 3rd season with Colorado. He's a man who has a knack of scoring important goals. He was sent off at Philadelphia earlier in the campaign, but he has a range of passing that can hurt any defence. English Premier League side Bolton took a look at him in the off-season. Jaime Castrillon, the experienced Colombian international, describes himself as a midfielder who can score lots of goals. He comes in with a big pedigree. He was signed in January and has already nailed down the left winger's position. Omar Cummings played a huge part in Colorado winning the MLS Cup in 2010, notching 14 goals and very nearly securing a move to another EPL side, Aston Villa. He's already scored twice this season and seems to thrive on the responsibility of playing the lead role while all-time leading scorer Connor Casey recovers from a long-term injury. So as we've seen, Colorado have started the season really well, but in the last couple of weeks they've taken some beatings on the road, both against good sides. New York, where they lost 4-1, RSL, where they lost 2-0. And against those teams they've highlighted some defensive flaws which I think Seattle Sounders can possibly exploit. Let's go to that recent 2-0 loss at RSL and an indication of where they need to tighten up on the back line. The first piece of action we'll see is here when they're 1-0 down, nearly towards the end of the first half. They've still got plenty of energy, so as we start the play, RSL win it in the middle of the park. They don't have many attacking options on. We'll just go through here for a quick 1-2 to Fabian Espindola. Stop it here and look across the back line. 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders, but nobody is tracking Espindola. Wynn really should be going with his man, but he's way off the pace here. We started again, and away goes Espindola, too preoccupied with trying to call for offside, and very nearly it leads to a second goal for RSL. No point having numbers at the back if you're not going to track the runners, and that is a problem that they also came up against at New York, as we'll see late in the game. This is Thierry Henry working down the left-hand side. He receives the pass here. Now, as we look once more, Kenny Cooper, stop it here, striker in the middle. What's happening? Tyrone Marshall is doing ball watching of an epic proportion. Look at the space around Kenny Cooper. That is unforgivable from a defensive point of view. If we play it on, the cross comes in, Kenny Cooper just has a really simple opportunity to put the nail in the Colorado coffin. 4-1 it ended up. Might have been tired legs, but still no excuses for giving Kenny Cooper that kind of room. He's had a great start to the season, and you can't afford to give people who are hot that kind of room. You can't afford to give anybody that kind of room, really. We'll spin it back earlier in that New York game, and we'll see some other issues along the back line. We've looked in open play where they've been susceptible, but here is a free kick situation for New York in what looks like an unthreatening situation. If we play it on, we'll notice the ball is around halfway, and then we look up, we see Thierry Henry darting through the screen. What's happened? Nobody is picking him up. He gets a free run from a set-piece situation from the halfway line and is allowed to go on and score. Why has that happened? Well, we'll see in just a few moments' time. The free kick from inside the New York half. 2 defenders here. Again, it's Wynn, and there is another defender who really should be doing better. Henry starts his run, times it to perfection. Both defenders again don't track him. Great control from Henry. He's been given the space, though, to go on, knock the ball into the back of the net. Far, far too simple for the offence to make them pay. Now, Colorado, under Oscar Pareja, starting to play a little bit of a different system now. You'll notice when they come to CenturyLink Field, they like to spray it about, keep possession a bit more than in recent seasons. Now, that, of course, with a change in style, will mean it'll take time for things to work. And our final piece of action will come up again against New York, where we see Ross LeBeau eventually getting the ball. He'll come to meet his man, nothing on, goes back to the right back. That's fine. He gets it again here and will stop. Now, ordinarily, he might be thinking, look, no teammates around me, let's play it long. Under the new Colorado way, he's trying to keep possession. But if we look here, 1, 2, 3, 4 New York players surrounding the ball, but also Colorado. Where's the support? There's a man here, as we'll see, doesn't come to help. Nobody else around. So as we play the action on, what you'll notice is Ross LeBeau's thinking, panic, where do I go? Tries to go back, poor pass. Thierry Henry intercepts, always a great predator, but makes it look very, very easy and punishes Colorado along the back line. So that, I think, is where the Sounders can hurt Colorado. Apply pressure, defend from the front, force the errors. So you can catch this weekend's Seattle Sounders FC against Colorado Rapids match on Kong 6:16. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff, so the pre-game show with you from 12:30. Myself and Casey Keller on the call, as we will be on 97.3 Cairo FM. That was your CenturyLink.
Words are powerful. I'm Ziggy Schmid. Hearing the words retard and retarded makes people with intellectual disabilities and those who love them feel like less valued members of humanity. That's why we're asking you to help spread the word to end the R word. Stop by the Special Olympics booth in Soccer Celebration to pledge your support. It's time to respect and value people with intellectual disabilities. Please join us in eliminating this offensive language in everyday speech. Thank you.